Hi, I'm David. Welcome to my channel, my yard sale. Hey, today I want to talk about glycation. I've talked about glycation in the past on my channel here, and I actually didn't really know a whole lot about it. I've learned a little bit more about it, and I wanted to share it because I think it's actually something that I've been experiencing, and um, and I feel like people should know about it. Now, as I started looking into glycation, the only information that I could find was how glycation affects the skin, which I definitely believe that it affects the skin. But what I'm more concerned with, how glycation affects the bones and the joints, because that's what I'm experiencing problems with. Like my arms are my joints, my arms, my legs, my hands, the bones, the joints are extremely stiff. And the only thing that I could think of was that it was glycation, but I couldn't quite figure it out. It didn't make sense. So I've done some more research, and I wanted to share it here because I think it makes sense for people to understand this. First of all, what glycation is glycation is when sugars bind with proteins and they can actually gunk up joints and make joints difficult to use, to move. Like when I bend my elbow, I can bend my elbow, but it doesn't feel right in my elbow. It was affecting my shoulders for quite some time. It still affects my knees, and it makes my joints really crack a lot. So what it is it's sugars binding with proteins and sticking to the joints, sticking to the cartilage and sticking to those areas. So the bad news is there's no cure for this. This doesn't reverse. And if I stop eating sugar, it doesn't make glycation go away. The only thing that I'm finding that there's probably some Pfizer drug that resolve it somehow. I don't know. But the only way that I've found to actually reverse it naturally is to obviously stop eating sugars, which I'm already eating keto or carnivore, so that's not a hard thing. But then fasting. Fasting for more than 17 hours can cause autophagy. And autophagy can, I don't want to say cure, but it can make these areas better because your body is going to eat up all those broken broken parts that aren't working right, and it's going to replace it with, I think organelles is the word. So your body can eat up the organelles that make up the broken parts and replace them with new and better parts. So this is a good example of why fasting is a good idea. And I'm not going to lie. I hate fasting. I like to be able to eat when I want to eat. I hate fasting. But honestly, I'm going to fast if this is the only way that I'm going to be able to reverse this thing, because my hands, my forearms, and my elbows, I think are thoroughly glycated. And again, like I said, just because I stop eating sugar today, if I start eating sugar in 2 months, it's going to not only reglycate those areas, but it's going to continue glycation of those areas until I fast enough to reverse the damage that glycation has caused in these joints. I'm going to make a post in the next week or so about how I'm using fasting to reverse this glycation, and hopefully I'll, in a couple weeks, couple months, have some good news about how things have worked. So if you're subscribed, thank you very much. And those of you that have made comments previously on my glycation notes, my glycation posts, I'm open to the comments. I'm interested to hear what you think. I know a lot of you guys know as much, if not more, than I know about this stuff. I'm not a healthcare specialist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy that has a problem, a lot of time, and an internet connection. So I've done quite a bit of research. So again, glycation, what it is, it's sugar binding with protein and sticking to parts in your body, like joints. what it feels like the joints get extremely stiff. They make a lot of snapping noises, and they get very difficult to. It's very difficult to to bend your elbow correctly, or bend your knee correctly, or even whatever joint it is that you're feeling like is glycated. It makes that joint not feel like it's working right. And then what to do about it? Eat keto, eat carnivore, reduce sugar greatly, and consider a good fast for autophagy. And I don't think all fasts are the right for everybody. And again, I'm going to make a post about fasting and my experience with fasting in the next week or so. Probably this Sunday I'll post it. So if you're interested, do me a favor, give me a like and subscribe, and enjoy these posts. If you thought this is interesting, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a great day.